Okay, with about a minute and 48 to start this Canadian-U.S. game here. I'm sitting here with Jordan. I'm Scott, and we'll be commentating for this game 21 of the under-19 men's. Uh, Jordan, you just got out of the water, as a matter of fact, with the U23 Canadian game. What did you think about that game?
Yeah, it was a really good match. The rivalry of Canada USA. It's nice to kick off the tournament with. Unfortunately, it wasn't the result we were looking for, but it was nice to see the boys playing well as a team, and they'll have more games to play and get better as the time comes on. It's just day one, so we'll see where it goes from there.
Yeah, I caught several minutes of that match, and it looked like it was a hard-fought match. The score probably wasn't representative of how the match actually played out.
Yeah, it was nice to see that it was a very close game, as I think this game will be. Canada and USA, they're on very similar page, and I know in the past they've been battling. I think they played the final game against each other in Spain, so it'll be interesting to see this game how it goes, how similar the teams are.
I know you guys came down for the PCCs as well, down in Santa Clarita in California as well. It was nice to see you guys down there. We got about 30 seconds to go. Looks like refs are getting lined up and the players are on the wall. Like you said, this should be a real good matchup. Do you have any youngsters on the team?
Yeah, this team is filled with a few younger guys, but it's nice to see they're all coming back from their second Worlds together now. So they've got a pretty solid squad, and we'll see how we go. We're about to kick it off right now.
Fantastic. We're in the final seconds of countdown, and there we are. We're off. We'll see what the first strike looks like here. Looks like the strike is pretty close. Canada got a little bit of an edge, I believe, on that.
Quite an even one there, Scott.
Yeah, pretty good scrum. Looks like it's gone out to the left from that. We got our first foul here. It looks like a little bit of a barging on there. The refs are calling advantage.
Yeah, both teams are probably quite excited for this game, so kicking off with a big one.
I would imagine there's several players on the U.S. team who this will be their first Worlds, and a couple of them first major competitions out here.
Oh, that's exciting.
It is. One of the players, number 8, Justin Lee, is kind of keep an eye on. He's 13 years old, competing in the U19s. So that'll be kind of exciting to see somebody that young competing at this level.
So exciting to see the youngsters come out here with all the enthusiasm and many more Worlds ahead of them, all the experience coming now.
Yeah, kind of interesting to see somebody that has potentially at least a couple more Worlds left in them playing now. So looks like they're trying to come straight up the middle. It doesn't look like they have a real good pivot. Got another penalty.
Another call here. Looks like a stick infringement against Canada.
It's never happened to you in your games, correct?
Oh no, I'm the cleanest player out there.
I believe it. I actually was able to catch some of your match, and it was a pretty exciting match. Well fought on both sides, so it was a lot of fun.
Looks like USA had a pretty good drive there, and another stick infringement against Canada. So maybe they'll get another opportunity to battle.
While they're setting up, I really wanted to send out a shout out to Tasmania. A fantastic job they've done in not only supporting us here at the Dune facility, but also really found that the restaurants have been very accommodating in trying to take in large groups of people, kind of ad hoc a little bit. I'm not sure that any of us have had a chance to have reservations.
Yeah, Hobart's been very welcoming, that's for sure. Looks like USA's got Canada deep in their end right now. Pushing in for, another call.
Well, this looks like you're right, Jordan. They're pretty excited.
Yeah. Yeah, stick infringement against USA, so Canada's getting an opportunity finally to take the puck out of their end. We'll see what they can do with it here.
Yeah, the subs have been pretty smooth in and out. Looks like they're getting set up now.
Yeah, keeping their energy up for sure. That's good.
Got the line set.
Oh, Canada starts with a swing play. Interesting attack. And they're getting into another scrum on the wall here. Look at that movement. Pretty good movement.
getting it back toward the center. It looks like they got a drive going towards the goal here.
Yeah.
Real interesting.
Good drive. Now Canada's finally in America's end. Oh, and they're going to the goal. Oh, good defense by America. Look at that.
Right at the trough, within 3 meters of the trough. And it looks like it's going back to the corner and back on the wall.
Yeah, it's safely back on the wall now. Great save.
That was real close for the U.S. there. That was within a couple of meters of the trough.
Yeah, and you were saying your son is on the team, right, Scott?
He is. This is his first Worlds and really his second major competition, so it'll be interesting. He's a competitive swimmer. Brian, how long have you been playing, Jordan?
I've been playing since about 5 years old. So, yeah, it's 22nd year now, and I'm in the coaching position. It's a fun sport. That's why I'm still here.
Oh, fantastic. Seen a lot of these young men grow up playing this.
Oh yeah, I used to be one of those young men. I was at my first championship in 2003 in New Zealand when I was 13 as well. So
fantastic.
Yeah. I'm guessing you didn't play back in your day?
No, I did not.
Okay.
I actually picked this sport up late in life. I was in my 50s when I picked this up. So funnest game I've ever played. So.
Yeah. It's great. I'm glad it's a family sport, eh?
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Turns out it is. I had a daughter that played briefly before she went off to UCLA. Just graduated UCLA.
Oh, we got a drive here.
Got a drive.
Oh,
That's
and a
it.
flick.
That looks like it crossed. Yeah.
Did they call it a goal?
Looks like it crossed volume, but we're saying
looking at each other.
Looking at each other.
And looks like they're saying that the puck went over the net, maybe.
Possibly. They're going to confer. They're on a referee's timeout here.
Ref timeout here, yeah. He's saying did it drop in the goal? I think it might have dropped out.
Well, they're talking about it. Yeah. This is one of those things that eventually the instant replay. It looks like it may have struck the edge, but that's going to be something they're going to be talking about and taking a look.
It'd be interesting.
So they're saying no goal. They're saying no goal.
Unfortunate for Canada, but hopefully
fantastic
they can rally.
flick in, though. That was a nice drive and right to the trough.
Yeah, equal puck right in front of the net. Interesting to see where the puck pops out, whether it maybe goes back in or USA can defend it out to their end. If they can, they're lucky. They came away with that one. 0-0 match still. And looks like USA got it. Ooh, with a dummy, good dummy up the wall. Wow.
Nice flick back into the center.
Great swing play, yeah.
Boy, Canada set that up real nice. And here they come. They're on another
maybe
drive.
They're going to get another one.
That one looked like it was in.
So close. Okay, Ted Kozak with the puck here. Keeping it easy in the corner.
It must have rolled off the lip because it certainly looked like that was awful close.
Yeah, and it was a good collection from America there. You guys picked that one up. Oh, we got a referee call. Let's see what they're saying here. Oh, looks like it'll be Canada's puck. An obstruction call there.
Right in it. Then.
Yeah. Well, Canada's had it in America's end for a while now. I wonder if they're getting frustrated or if they can finally put one in and see some success. America's definitely got a solid defense going. Oh.
Kind of interesting. We've been at this for well over 5 minutes, and we're there.
And there's the goal.
That's the goal.
No goal. Refs are calling no goal very quickly. Well, it was a delayed obstruction call. Another unfortunate one for Canada, but here they are, still fighting through it, and America's getting an opportunity to maybe bring it out of their end now, right, Scott?
That would be wonderful to bring it out. Obviously, I'm a little biased on this, as you are as well, so it's kind of fun. If you guys hear the mics shut off briefly and a scuffle in the background, you'll know what happened.
There's some friendly country competitions here, that's all.
Absolutely. They're both holding well. Looks like, as you mentioned, the Canadians have been spending some time down by the U.S. goal.
Yeah. You know, I think they've just been capitalizing a bit with a couple more numbers down, maybe. USA's got some strength though. With just a few down, they're still holding it out of their net. And maybe if they get one or two more down, they'll start breaking it out into Canada's end. Oh, is there a scuffle there for both of them? Maybe.
didn't see the cap number that came out,
Looks
but it
like-
looks like they may have, maybe a couple have gone to the sin bin. That's Diane Cabrera, number 9, who's going to be
And
sitting down for a little bit. It's always good
Yeah.
to get a blow, huh, Jordan?
yeah, and it looks like for Canada it was Luke Kruger. Recognize the tape on his back.
Something happened underneath there that the refs didn't
Yeah.
like too much.
Just a little friendly Canadian-USA battle on the bottom, most likely, eh, Scott?
Absolutely. I don't think Canada's ever taken anything from the U.S. and the U.S. hasn't taken anything from Canada. So it's a good underwater hockey rivalry, I assume.
Yeah. It seems like they've been getting all the rivalries out today. They had Australia play New Zealand, and Turkey played France earlier, and the Canada versus USA is always a good one. Canada's here again with another advantage puck in front of USA's net.
Let's see if they can defend.
You see here, shot up, flicked up. Good battle and scrum in front of the net here.
Looks like they got it cleared, swing it back to the middle with Canada.
Is there an opening? Refs playing the advantage rule. And USA is defended again to the corner.
That was nice defense right on the edge of the corner.
Really good defense.
Okay, got another advantage play to Canada.
Advantage for Canada. Let's see if they can do something different on these strikes, as they seem to be going forward and no luck into the net. Maybe they can get a couple more numbers down. Although that USA defense, they've barely been keeping it out there.
You know, I've been amazed the quality of photography from these guys that put this together. I'm sitting here in the commentary. This is new for me, but watching the magic that these engineers do back here is just absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, this has definitely been the best video coverage of a World Championships in all of the championships. I think there has been. It's nice to see them doing some high quality local Australian ran video coverage, and this commentating I think really adds an aspect to the game that hasn't been seen much before until the playoffs usually.
Right. And it's good to let people know that there's a sport that exists that occurs solely underwater.
Yeah.
Which is usually when you mention underwater hockey, it's somebody looking at you blankly.
Yeah. It's good to show them these YouTube videos, that's for sure. Oh, we got another call here from the ref. And advantage for America.
So we're going to be back at mid-pool again with another advantage puck. I think, as we mentioned to begin with, the excitement's still fairly high with these young guys.
Yeah, it's good to see that they've been going hard this entire first half, and they haven't been letting up. They're kicking their feet hard, and they're going hard as teams. They don't look like they're too tired, and definitely look like athletes out there, eh, Scott?
Yeah, absolutely, Jordan. But they also are under 19.
Yeah. They got a little more bigger in them than we do, maybe, eh?
Absolutely. That was a nice pick. I think that was number 3, Ryan Sitow.
For America there, eh?
Pulled the puck right off the stick coming the other way. That was a nice move.
Yeah, good back pick. Was he a forward there, back pick in the defense?
He was actually a back, and he was a little bit behind.
It's good coming back into play hard.
Yeah. Looks like both of these teams are trying to establish some way to get around both the defense and the offense. They're trying a number of different things. They've tried swing plays. They've tried right up the middle, and they're still just about in the middle of the pool where we started.
Yeah. They do big flicks and big moves. Let's see if they can get around each other. Maybe someone can put it in.
That was a nice move down back to the wall again.
Yeah.
Back coming in. Good battles. It looks like there's a lot of people in good positions to make something happen.
Yeah. Well, America's got 4 here, driving through. Oh, lucky, good move. And
Canada's got it back again.
Stop it, yeah.
We're staying in the middle of the pool. No, we got a little bit of a breakaway here. Canada's coming in, bringing it to the wall. They've got some numbers here. This is trying to get it swung back to the middle, but it looks like once again American defense is setting up.
Let's see if we can get another camera angle here. There we are. USA's got the puck and driving it out at their end. And back up to the surface. Maybe one of the cameras is out. But looks like America's doing a swing play there.
It looks
There
like
it is.
got it towards the outside, and they're deep into Canada's territory.
Oh, and we have another call here. What's the ref thinking? Let's see. The ref timeout. Maybe they saw something quite serious.
It's never a good sign when you get referees conferring during this. So have you had a chance to wander around Hobart at all?
Actually, we haven't too much today. We had some time, so we did a little visit to the beach, but it's been very focused on the game so far. So I think it'll come near the end of the trip for everyone. We're focusing on the games, and then we'll hit Hobart after the trip because we all came in a little later. How about you, Scott?
Got here a little bit early and was able to enjoy some time at the Salamanca Street Fair. Really recommend getting down there and seeing some of the local cuisine and a lot of the local artifacts that have been made. Good to be able to take some souvenirs home, showing that we were actually here in Tasmania. Some cute stuff.
It looked like something happened there while you were talking about Hobart. I think the USA got a penalty.
Yes, they did. Must have been on that breakaway. Something must have happened.
Yeah, that's why there was that.
Needed to confer about that. So we got USA up 1, back on the strike again. And it looks like they're making another push through.
Good
looks
dummy
like
by the American player there. Past the Canadian. And
got some numbers down.
Yeah. Good battle. Looks like America's got some vigor in them now that they've gotten that goal. They've got a little more juice in their feet and kicking harder. Let's see if Canada can recover from that goal.
And we got a little bit of a breakaway towards the Canadian goal again. So the first part of this first half was spent down at the U.S. end, and now it looks like we're spending the second part of this half down at the Canadian end.
Yeah, you're right, Scott. The momentum has definitely shifted here in the game. USA, I think, just has a couple more bodies down, which is what they needed in those first few minutes.
And we're back about mid-court here. This is a very, very evenly matched game. What a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's been quite a tough game, very close, still only 1-0, so it's anyone's game. We got 47 seconds left in the first half, so let's see if it'll finish with a tie or maybe 1-0 for America and they can finish on the up.
Jordan, in your position of coaching, what are you seeing that either the teams are doing well or?
Well, I think a lot of this game is about numbers. And it looked like Canada really had the momentum going their way when they had the numbers down in the first few minutes of this game, and with that goal since then, America's started to change, and it looks like they have more numbers down now. With 17 seconds left, they may be calling that half. Oh,
no, it
Canada's
looks
called
like a timeout.
Did they get it in time? Has the ref seen it? Yeah, they did get the timeout.
So it's always good for the coaches. You got a timeout. You might as well use it before the end of the half. So give you guys a little bit of a blow, a little bit of an extra blow, and talk it over and see what saves.
Definitely, with 15 seconds left in the half, if they do still have that, there is an opportunity for a run with either team. I believe Canada has the advantage in this next play.
I believe so.
So they do have the opportunity to go take the other end's goal if they can make a strong strike with it. If they can't and America defend, then it's into a strong second half, and with a 1-0 game, it's a very close, and it's going to be a very exciting second half, I think. Hey, Scott?
It almost can't be any more exciting than the first half, but we'll see what happens here.
Right. Here we go. Oh, America has it. So looks like Canada will just do the defense into the corner.
It looks like we're just about running out. We've got halftime.
And there's the first half. Well, a very exciting first half, eh, Scott?
This has been a really thrilling game. A lot of fun to see both of these teams compete well and very hard during the course of this game.
Yeah, so. Yeah. What would you say is your proudest things you've seen from your team in America there in that first half?
I think it's been interesting to see that both teams are trying to establish some kind of strategy to get around both have very, very strong defense and very strong offense. So it looks like they've tried swings. They've tried to go up the middle. They've tried the ogre down the center. It looks like they've tried just about everything, and they're still trying to define what's going to work against either of these teams.
And I think it was great, that defense that you guys had in those first few minutes with one or two goals that Canada should have had but didn't. It was really nice to see America's defense that really supported them for those last few minutes and a half to get that goal and end up finishing the half positive rather than a tie or negative.
A couple unfortunate breaks for Canada. They had one goal turned back, and they had one that may have crossed the volume, but the refs needed to confer and they ended up calling it off. And one that slid right up on the lip of the trough as well, which that was very close for Canada to be right there on the edge quite a bit.
Yeah, I'm sure all the fans back home were on the edge of their seats there.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Speaking of back home, you got anybody you need to shout out to?
Oh, I think, just all the fans that have been cheering on. We've definitely been watching the online posts, and everyone's watching back home these live streams. I'm sure they're all probably asleep right now because it's probably 3 a.m. back in Canada, but they'll be waking up and watching it for their breakfast probably.
Well, let's hope so.
How about yourself there, Scott?
I've got quite a few people. I'd like to give a big shout out to my home club, the Sebastopol Sharks, which is in Northern California, about 75 miles north of San Francisco. Beautiful place in the wine country. So I tried to taste a little bit of Tasmanian wine just to see how it compares with what we're growing in the snowy valley.
It's very tasty down here, isn't it?
Beautiful. So have you, are you staying local here?
Yeah, we have an Airbnb house just across the harbor in Transmere.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, they've been really great hosts down in Hobart. We weren't expecting the cold maybe as much as it was. I think we were expecting maybe a little bit of warmth because it was summer back home, but we've all got our hoodies and our parkas, so it's been good to stay a little bit warm at least.
Well, when you wake up and it's -1, we're about 20 seconds away from starting this exciting second half. Here with Jordan, and we are commentating on the men's under-19 4th World Age Championship here, Canada against the U.S. Right now the score is 1-0 in favor of the U.S. This has been a real hard-fought battle.
And we're off to the first face-off here. Let's see who can win it, and it's a tie. Just much like this match, eh? Both teams are very even in speed and in skill, it looks like. Oh, but a good move by an American player there.
Yeah.
And center hockey.
Trying to see who the numbers are. It's with all the activity in the pool, it's been getting a little bit clouded up, but we'll have to see caps when we can see them.
Yeah. The quality of the water has been not too bad though to start. I know the organizers here have been doing a very good job of getting everyone showering and clean before the games, and they've got that top-notch video gear that, at least we're able to follow the puck. It's really nice to be able to see where the puck is going.
It's amazing, and the quality of what these guys have put together here. And you at home, or if you're watching this live stream and seeing some of the feeds that are put out, there's a number of different cameras, and just the logistics of getting these cameras in place and getting all the cabling done is just amazing. The engineer that we have sitting here is scrolling through a number of different things, and all we have to do is talk on the mic.
Yeah. 8 different camera angles. They're definitely high quality over here. And talking on the mic is not too bad with you by my side, Scott. You're a pretty great commentator, so thank you very much for joining me here.
Oh, thanks, Jordan. It's been a pleasure. So we're thrilled, I think, to be sitting here watching this intense match. Both of us are on the edge of the seat. You can't see us, but we're biting our fingernails in between commentating.
Looks like America's got an advantage in Canada's end. Can they take on the opportunity and put it in the net? They've pushed it over to the wall, and some scrums over here have turned into another call by the referee. Gloving on Canada, and America will get another opportunity.
Do you think that's pretty common coming up the wall when these players are real excited to start pounding it up with the glove up the wall?
Definitely, I think that's the natural instinct for any player, is they see that wall as another support, and they use that as a strength to battle against someone else, whereas open play is a little more technical, a little more skilled. They may not
play out from their goal. A nice swing out towards the middle. Looks like the United States has kind of gathered it in and gotten the puck back towards center. They're making a run. So we got a run towards the goal. Nice stop by Canada. Then about 10 meters of the goal.
Sorry, I was speechless there, Scott. Canada took in front of their own net, and I just didn't know what was going on. They managed to break it out and then almost score. I didn't know what to say. It was a little scary for me.
Well,
puck's back in their end though, and on the wall, so I'm feeling a little better here.
Fortunately, they took the good opportunity to swing that out in front of their goal when there were some players up. So
I think they decided that it's time to start taking some chances, and it almost paid off for them.
Well, there was no one there, that's for sure. So.
Yeah, America definitely had a good guy there back to stop that Canadian player from almost a breakaway. And the puck's still in Canada's end, deep there, almost. America's pushing hard to go for the goal, but it seems like we've got some good defense from the Canadians.
Looks like some of the initial excitement is kind of worn off, and they're starting to figure out some strategies and play some games. It looks like Canada's got an advantage puck from the corner.
Yeah, it looks like they're starting to find their groove. Both teams a little bit maybe, and definitely still high energy though, and they've got that strength behind them. As we said before, they're the U19s. So they've got lots of energy and fitness to go through a full game here.
And then they'll get out of the water and they'll be ready to go again. We're getting a photo bomb here, so we're smiling. So Nick just came in and he's photographing us in front of the video monitors. We're plastered watching the game, and he's photographing us. So.
Canada had a good sprint there, and looks like America's turned it around with a sprint of their own.
It was a nice stick move. Canada came down from the top and made a clean stop with the puck. Now we're back into the U.S. side.
Yeah, and the American player was calling for the puck there, ended up getting it, and now he's doing a swing play.
Going wall to wall and end to end. This has been absolutely amazing.
Yeah, they're using the entire pool. And we got an instruction call against the Americans, so puck for Canada, and we're in Americans' end, so we'll see if they do something here and maybe make their way to the net again. Canada hasn't been near the Americans' net for most of this game, so it'll be interesting to see if they can start changing the momentum here and maybe put a goal in.
There's been a number of momentum swings back and forth. The score kind of represents. I mean, we're 20 minutes into this game, and we're still at 1-0, which is a close game.
Yeah, it's really great to see. You know, either way, whoever wins this game, both teams will be proud they've played definitely a solid game from either end.
Evenly matched for sure. It looks like both strength and size and speed has all been pretty equal here.
Definitely, the Americans bursting out here with some extra speed, taking it down to the other end.
Lost a little bit of the camera angle there, but it looks like the numbers are coming back up and caught back up to that play.
Yeah, that was a really great drive by the Americans there. Looks like they still have the support in, and can Canada keep it out?
Got an advantage call. We got a call here. We'll see what this call is from the referees.
Full sub here from the Canadians. Maybe they're getting a little tired fighting off their goal. We've got an advantage puck for Canada though, so they're catching a break and maybe able to break it out into the Americans' end again. And they call a timeout.
Probably a good time here about halfway through this second half to get a little blow and regroup and talk about the strategy that needs. They've been successful with some of the swings, and I know you were a little panicked. It looked like you were you were
speechless.
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 When they swung it out, but that did look like successful. So somebody's going to surprise. One of these teams is going to surprise the other one with a play similar to that.
Yeah, and you know what? I think the game is very consistently back and forth, and then once in a while when you get those swing plays out of nowhere, those are the make or break parts of the game where someone can either score or the other team can catch them and score on them. So those are definitely the exciting moments, and I was so excited I just didn't know what to say.
It was a beautiful play. We've also seen this game go wall to wall and end to end as well, and once again the score is 1-0. It's anybody's game.
And here we go, back from the timeout. Big flick up to the forwards, and play still in the center. That's some dangerous play in your own end, that's for sure. I would not like that if I was in the water, but they safely take the wall.
Looks like they got a lot of numbers down. It's getting back to the corner.
Yeah, it does. Looks like they're taking it over to the wall again and safely using that as another defensive member of the team. And the ref has another call here. Quick to give the 1 minute. Stick infraction there, Scott. 1 minute for the American. I think this is the first penalty of the game, isn't it?
No, we had two sitting out earlier. Yeah. So, and I believe this is number 9 again. So this is his second time that he's gotten to sit out and take a blow.
Yeah, this is the first man advantage, I think, for either team. That's what I meant to say. Canada starts off with it again, and looks like they're getting a bit of a drive up that channel.
With a man down doesn't always mean anything, but at the same time, somebody sitting out is leaving you one short. So we'll see how the Americans react to this.
Very, very true, Scott. Looks like they're doing better than anyone would think, and they're actually keeping it in Canada's end, if not pushing it even further into their end there.
Well, they've got to be with this level of play for this long. They've got to be getting some of the edge of excitement off of them. So,
yeah, both teams, I think, have a little bit probably anxiety still because it is only a 1-0 game. But with America having that one goal lead, maybe they're a little more relaxed and able to keep it in the end a little easier because of that.
Canada's doing a good job keeping it out as well. So once again, we've seen this for most of this game is corner to corner, end to end, and that's what we've been watching. It's an exciting game. So.
Yeah, I think it's starting to jam up a bit here on the wall, and if either team does a swing play, it might be advantageous, whether it be a goal for America or just a breakout for Canada. And the ref is looking for someone. I think he's looking for. Oh,
we got a 2-minute penalty. Looks like a
Canadian, Ted Kozak, number 13 there.
13.
2 minutes for unsportsmanlike there.
I wasn't able to see the play from the corner. Were you able to catch it, Jordan?
No, it looked like there was a scrum, and unsportsmanlike. It could have possibly been a headshot, or not quite too sure. Could have just been a battle in the end. He's throwing a couple extra elbows. It's getting intense there.
Absolutely. So we're gonna end up seeing a USA advantage here in about another 15 seconds. So.
Yeah, it looks like the play's going on, and they've got it in Canada's end still. Now we're back to even 5-on-5. So puck seems to be sitting in the same area, not getting moved out with the swing play out by either team.
Canada's bringing it up the wall back to the U.S. corner. So, have you had a chance to eat at any of the restaurants here?
No, as we do have that Airbnb house, we've been saving, being conservative on the money and making some team meals, which is really great for building that team camaraderie and getting the team bonding going a little bit more.
Absolutely. Anybody a good cook in your squad?
We do have one chef on our team, so everyone's got a role on their team, and he is the food master. So
fantastic. What time should I be over? I can bring maybe get some Tasmanian wine for you.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's 6:30 now, so why don't you come by about 7:20 tonight?
Fantastic.
We'll send you the address. We'll bring your whole team over.
Oh yeah.
We'll host you guys.
Fantastic. We'll do maybe some fried donuts. That's a specialty here in Tasmania. We'll bring over fried donuts
that sounds great
for dessert. So,
have you guys tried any great restaurants out here yet?
We have. There's been a couple that have been very accommodating. I'd like to give a shout out to the Shamrock Hotel for good meals at a reasonable price, good pub food. Nice to see some of the pubs around here. They're loaded. They have one of the oldest pubs in Australia as well here. And also the Hog's Breath has been very accommodating in taking large groups and doing it for us at a reasonable price. So I'd like to thank them while we're on the air here.
Yeah, that's really great. Oh, it looks like Canada's getting a drive finally again, and they're deep on America's end. America's solid defense is keeping it out, though.
The back wall's been a blessing for both of these teams.
Definitely.
And we've got 3:25 and another penalty. We got an unsportsmanlike 5 minutes.
Looks like 5 minutes for number 13, Ted Kozak again. He just came in from an unsportsmanlike, so maybe that's the reason they gave him 5 this time, is they thought 2 in a row was, maybe it was intentional. I know Ted doesn't try and do that, but puck probably just got away from him from the excitement, so that's unfortunate. With 3 minutes and 22 seconds left in the game, that means Canada will play the rest of the game a man down.
That's a shame. He looks a little bit discouraged about that. I'm sure that wasn't his intent when he was in there.
Yeah, I know he immediately went to console the players, so it's good to see, though. It doesn't look like your American player's out from the game, and he's still back in there playing hard, so it's always good to see everyone safe and playing well.
Absolutely. At the end of the day, we want them all to get out safe and have a good time playing this wonderful sport.
Yeah.
Do you have a home club?
Yeah, I play in Calgary, actually, with the majority of the U19 Canadian boys here. I play against about 7 of the 8, I think. So I know I've been seeing them training for the last year, and they've been training very hard as a solid core group of boys, and it's tough to see them here in a loss, and I know they can do better and they can score. Maybe with a penalty here against America, they'll take advantage of the opportunity and put a puck in America's end to tie it up, make it tie this game, eh?
It looks like they took Quantum Zhao, which is their stopper, out of their number 4, out of the play. So we'll be the last 2 minutes is going to be 5-on-5.
Yeah, definitely. So Quantum Zhao and Theodore Kozak, solid 5-on-5 hockey here to finish off the game with a 1-0 for USA versus Canada. So we got a big swing play here from the Americans. That's making some ground for them, opening up the hockey for sure.
It looks like they're back on the wall.
Yeah, play still going. Lots of heads down, that's for sure. Only seeing a couple caps up, that means they're all working hard on the bottom.
Well, with a minute and a half left, it's the press is on here.
Yeah, pushing the full 30 minutes through, it's always good to see. They really want that goal, I think, eh, Scott?
Oh, I think both teams they got to be delighted how they played. Once again, we've watched a game that's gone corner to corner, wall to wall, and been right on both ends of the trough several times, and this has been an exciting game.
Yeah, definitely. We got 1 minute left here, and the refs making a call, so we got to stop in time. The last 2 minutes to stop play. We got a stick infringement and advantage for America, keeping Canada's end.
Well, we'll see what they can do. Canada so far has been real tough on their end, keeping those goals out. So
definitely, yeah. We hope they defend this out of their net and can maybe make it break back out to the Americans' end like they have earlier in this half.
We have less than a minute. Looks like we have some subs coming in, and we're deep down in Canadian territory with less than a minute.
The Canadians managed to defend there, but Americans are still pushing hard, and looks like they have a push into the net.
They're right on the corner of the trough.
Oh, the Canadians have defended it again out to the corner with 30 seconds left in the game.
What beautiful defense.
Yeah, America is definitely holding Canada where they need to, and Canada needs to break this puck out. Here we go, we got a view here. And lots of heads on the surface.
I can imagine it's been 30 minutes of pretty high excitement and activity for these guys in the water.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see if the Americans are just for the next 7 seconds going to try to hold them there, or if they're going to try to put a little advantage to it. looks like that's the game.
Wow, tight one nothing for USA in that first Canada-USA match.
That was incredible. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to sleep tonight, Jordan. That
Yeah.
was a wonderful thing.
You know, it'll be great to see them and play again against each other because these games are always lessons learned. You get to see how the other team plays. So I hope they play another match and get that opportunity to get that rematch and maybe come out with an opposite result for Canada. But I know you must be happy on the American side of things there, Scott.
Well, I think it was a thrilling game to watch. Happy or not, this was one of the better games that I think I've seen here at the tournament so far. This was a fine game. A lot of good defense, a lot of good offense, and it showed. They were corner to corner, wall to wall for the entire thing. Jordan, it was a pleasure to be with you. I hope to see you again.
Yeah, thanks, Scott. We'll see you later. We'll go to the on-deck interview now.
Now, Spencer, congratulations. Not only your first attendance at a Worlds, but also you're the first person to sit on the Glory Days couch, fully geared up, mate. How does it feel to play that game?
Felt pretty good. We were playing pretty well. They just kept on, they were on us all the time, and we just couldn't get past them most of the time. But we played really well.
Super tight game, 1-0. That's your second game for the day. How are the legs feeling after 2 games?
That was actually our first game. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I don't know what happened. We came into it pretty strong, and then we just got really tired because they were working us really hard. And yeah, we got really tired at the end there.
And did I hear right, you've only been playing, did I just hear 6 months, or was that 2 months?
September.
You started playing hockey in September, and you've managed to make it to a World Championships in Hobart, mate. That's a fantastic effort.
Yeah, thank you. I'm really glad to be in Hobart. It's probably going to be the longest time I've been away from home. So, yeah, it's going to be really fun.
Well done, mate. Unlucky with that one, but good luck for the rest of the tournament. Do you have a message for everyone back home in Canada?
I'd just like to thank everyone that supported our team and donated. We wouldn't be here without anyone that helped us at home. So, thank you.
No worries. Well, good luck for the rest of the tournament, and thanks for joining us on the couch.
Thank you. Thank you, too.
And I've got the vice captain for the USA here, number 5, Raymond. Raymond, tough game, but good to come away with a tight victory there.
Yeah, it was a tough game. I don't know how we scored that one. It was like a penalty, right? Yeah, it was a tough game. The Canadians play an aggressive style of hockey, so props to them.
And you know quite a few of the players in the Canadian team. You play against each other back home in some local North American tournaments?
Yeah, definitely. We played them last Worlds, and it was a tough one, but we still beat them. So it was a good feeling.
So keep the winning streak going, mate. And look, I know there's a lot of American fans over there in the stands. If we give them a wave, they'll no doubt make a lot of noise. But do you have a message for the fans back home?
Yeah, definitely shout out to the parents, because without them, we wouldn't be here. They were working their butt off just to get the money to get us here. Shout out to the U23 for 3 men for always cheering on us, and U19 women's. They definitely have a chance to get a medal. So.
Excellent. Well, thanks for coming. Last World's 1 team. This World's you guys have got 3 teams here. A fantastic effort from the US of A. Notched up your first win for the tournament, and good luck for the rest of the comp.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, that's all we've got live from Court 1 this evening. We'll move on to the next game now. Thanks for joining us.
Let's make this interview.